Sharma. Welcome home.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. How is the house treating you?
Very well.
So, how was the whole process?
It was a sweet journey. Initially, I felt that I was not understanding anything. You, from a designer perspective, you could see everything, visualize things, but until I saw the render, I was not confident. And once I saw the render, I didn't want to go anywhere else. The entire project came out so well. So, all thanks to you. Marble, and you said everything will come out well, so you said we'll keep everything else subtle so that the marble highlights, and that's where it started. The journey started from the marble.
So, it's more of like a ground up, this entire project. So, it started actually from the ground, and it even started from the view of outside, because the entire house, since the living is a little relatively small, the entire outside becomes part of inside. So that was the
Right.
whole concept behind, you having this large windows and keeping them in grey so that the lines do not match. Like even the color was picked in accordance with the marble. So I think the entire house is revolving around the marble.
Yes.
See, many people ask me what kind of design we should go for. Contemporary, modern, minimal, Japandi. There's so many names out there which kind of confuses everybody. But generally, what I feel is home is where you should feel most natural in.
This is the most beautiful part of the house. Whichever floor you go to, you actually see these perforations. The day effect, light effect, both look so good. I just love being at this part of the house.
I do remember when Uttam came in. I think probably the first thing which he discussed, like everyone else was talking about their rooms, the living room, all of that. But the thing he was particular about is I should not see my neighbors. If your house doesn't speak about you, then it just doesn't make sense. So let's say, for example, the ceilings and the walls, everything is very toned down. Whereas the floor is something that is giving an accent to the entire space. It should not be all white as well. So that's why we went with grey color flooring with almost all whites, but not, if you see, not the stark white. Because if I take it to stark white, the design becomes white and black or white and grey, which is more modern and contemporary in English and clean lines. But this house had to be warm. So if you see, it was that right eggshell white which we picked for the walls. It's not really the stark white. So the eggshell white, when the reflection of warm white lights and the eggshell white walls falls on the floor, it does not give stark grey and white appearance. It gives a very soft ambience to the place. So that was the intention behind whatever it is that we did in the space overall. lines, it's very modern, it's very contemporary. So the furniture had to be soft. So that's why you see a lot of leather panels in the bedrooms, or you see the herringbone pattern in the daughter's bedroom flooring. This is all to bring a little bit of character to each room so that it doesn't feel very monotonous overall. The entire house should not feel monotonous overall. That was the concept behind designing the space, and overall, I think it looks nice.
I need you more.